Welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. In HP, once we connect the adapter, we will get this white light. In case battery is not charged, once you connect the battery, amber light we will get. Correct. After full charge, again white light. How? How it's possible? What it indicates? In troubleshooting, in motherboard troubleshooting method, what this light indicates and how it will be very useful to us. So step by step complete explanation in this video you will get. Okay, once again welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. First we need to understand the color code of the DC jack. See, in total here 8 pins are there. Pin number 1 and 2 are red color, that is a positive supply. It's a 19.5 volt supply. Pin number 3 is a black color one, black is the negative one. Always positive and negative both should be there, right? This is the negative one, and here it's the fourth, pin number 4 is not there, not connected. Pin number 5, see 5 is a brown color cable. It's actually always it's a ID pin. Okay, for that it's a negative connection is the black one. Pin number 6 is the black one. Here 7 and 8 are the very important cables, because see here is the white is the pin number 7. Once you connect the adapter, the white LED blinks. It means the white LED, what is that? White indication will be there, no? That LED through this one only it will come. Okay, from IO it will come. Where it will come, that I will tell you. This one is for white, and here is the yellowish cable is there. This yellow is for battery charging LED. Battery charging is always amber LED. It's a red color, orange color. Okay, so now you understood, right? What are the color code? Red is for positive, black is for negative, brown is for ID, adapter ID, and white is for white light, and this one yellow color last one is for amber light. Once you connect this DC jack, the pin number 1 and 2 will be the positive supply. That first it will come to these two coils. Okay, after these two coils, the name will become as V in. This particular V in will go to three places. One is this first MOSFET. Actually this is the N channel MOSFET. It will be reverse order, means what are the voltage will come to this particular drain, it won't allow to source unless we get the gate voltage. The gate voltage is logic is different, that I will tell you later. The first V in, the first 1 and 2 will come to these two coils, and after that it will become V in. The V in first part goes to first MOSFET, second part will go to charging IC, okay, and third part also will go to charging IC. The second part will go to charging IC. It will become as a main supply to the charging IC. Okay, the pin number 1 and 2 will come to two coils. After that V in first part goes to first MOSFET, second part will come to this diode. See, here is a diode. Okay, it's a one-way communication, it reverse won't come. This one will go to this pin number 20 of this particular charging IC. Okay, the main supply this charging IC will receive using the V in. And second part, it's a third part, V in goes to AC detect pin of this particular charging IC. Okay, this is for adapter has connected or not, that information goes to this charging IC. And one more will be important in this charging IC, that is ACOK. Why it's ACOK is very important, later I will tell you. Now what are the pin number 1 and 2 where it will connected, that I already explained you now. Okay, now pin number what? So pin number 3 is the ground, fourth is not connected, fifth, as I told you, it's a adapter ID, it directly goes to IO. Okay, pin number, what is that? Pin number 5, it's adapter ID, directly comes to the IO, but without any voltage, because this one is still not active. Next, pin number 6 is the black, positive and negative should be there. Okay, that is a negative one. Pin number 7 is the white cable, that white LED. See, pin number 7 and 8 is directly connected from this IO. This is actually IO output through a resistor or non-resistor. Directly it will connect to white and yellow pin. Okay, these two, once again I'm repeating, these two are the output pin from the IO. Once you get the output from the IO, then only these two light LED will come to this particular LED. If what is that, battery is connected, if it is charging, then you will get ampere. If battery is not connected, directly white LED you will get. This is the process of this connection. The main thing that immediately you won't get the light until unless minimum logic should be fulfilled. Okay, until unless minimum logic should be fulfilled, you won't get the light, because the main thing is now we got adapter ID and V in section. V in means it's what is that, in adapter ID charging IC will be there. No, in this charging IC what we got, adapter detection we got and adapter supply we got. The thing is, adapter detect will be the voltage divider part, 3 volts we will get, but initially it will be disable mode. When AC OK will be there, then it will be in enable mode. Okay, see, now we got V in section here, then this particular IC will be active. Okay, this is a PWM section IC, this will get active. Now once it active, the thing is AC OK is the outsource. Through the voltage divider or through the 3 volts LDO, it will get the supply. But till now it will be in disable mode only, because it receives 3 volts LDO. Till now LDO is not yet active. So now active part is AC detect and is the supply. Once supply is good, what it does, it will active the AC drive part. AC drive is more than source voltage, means 19.5 volts is the source voltage. It will be more than this voltage, means 5 volts will be more. It may be 24.5 volts and 25 volts approximate. That directly gives to gate of these two MOSFETs. Okay, these two are N channel. Once it receives the AC drive voltage from the charging IC, then the main V in allows to this side source, and again here source to drain it will allow, and finally it goes to CLR. Okay, directly it comes to CLR. Here total 2 CLR is there, two CLRs are there. One is from battery side, one is from this main CLR. Okay, from adapter side. Okay, now what we got, once V in supply goes to charging IC, then it gives the AC drive voltage to these two MOSFETs, then these two will be active, and then we got the AC drive also. See, once these two will come to charging IC. Okay, what are the V in, the CLR voltage comes to the charging IC, then this charging IC, it's already active because of this input voltage and AC detect voltage. This will check the CLR voltage is good or not, current is good or not. Both it will calculate as per the circuit. Circuit is very, very important. CLR capacity should be 010 or 020 is the maximum. If you put more than that resistor, it won't detect. Okay, if that CLR part is good, then what it will do, it gives the output. It says AC OK is good, means it should be adapter current and voltage should be okay. Then only the V in path will go to all over the motherboard. Okay, got it? See, once again I'll repeat, the main AC in, what is that, CLR voltage is good and adapter current also is good, then it allows AC OK. AC OK is 3 volts outsource. But till now it will be disabled. Once CLR voltage is good, then only it allow the AC voltage. AC voltage goes to all over the motherboard. What are the PWM sections are there, their input it will receive. Okay, so now what we'll do, see, this main voltage goes to 3 volts 5 volts section. Once it goes to 3 volts 5 volts section, the 3 volts 5 volts section will release LDO voltage. Okay, here it's not stopped, still more are there. Once the LDO voltage release from the 3 5 volts IC, then here this charging IC again it will receive the 3 volts and 5 volts voltage, means 3 volts LDO it receives through SMB clock and SMB data, system management bus clock and system management bus data. This one is connected through the, what is that, it connects a three-way communication. This one is from charging IC to IO to battery connection. See, this is the battery connection. Ear to ear the charging IC is connected, and the charging IC to where? Here the IO. These three will communicate through SMB data and SMB clock. Now this clock and data is depending on the LDO, 3 volts LDO. Once 3 volts LDO is active, then this IO will get active. Once this IO will get active, this is the master IC. The communication between charging IC, battery and this one IO will start working. See, once IO is active, it receives adapter ID and adapter current. Adapter ID from the adapter side, adapter current from the charging IC side. First it receives charging IC side. What is that? Adapter I, important. It's very important, adapter I. Okay, adapter I is good, then it releases the white light. Okay, once adapter I is good, it releases the white light. Okay, the thing is mainly the SMB and SMB clock and SMB data, when it will communicate. Once you connect the battery, the battery is good and battery is empty, then it will start communicating with the battery. IO will start communicating with the battery as well as charging IC. Charging IC tells to IO current is good and voltage also is good, then you can allow the voltage to all over the motherboard. That information goes to IO, then IO will release us the permission. That permission is called white light. In case of normal, current is good and voltage also good, then it releases the normal white. Okay, in case battery is connected, SMB data and SMB clock will identify the battery condition. Okay, that battery condition is battery present. Once you connect the battery, that battery present information also goes to charging IC, and then IO also recognize battery is connected. Once battery is connected, that information is connected, it receives, then it releases one more LED light voltage, that is indication is yellow color. This is yellow color, that is a amber LED, because in case of low battery or battery has to be charged, then that indicates battery has this much of energy, so it need to be charged. That indicates comes from the IO. Got it? From the IO will receive these two important output. When once input is correct, input current is correct, then only this IO will recognize, and after that also 3 volts and 5 volts IC should be active. Once 3 volts LDO is received from the 3 volts IC, then this IO will get active, and then it releases these two LED signals. Now you got it? The main thing is this LED is indicates, main thing is charging IC is good, current is good, and IO also good, and battery also good. Then only these two you will get. What are those? Amber light and white light.